excess of it, that surfeiting the appetite may sicken and so die. That strain again, had a dying fall. Oh, it came o'er my ear like the sweet sound that breathes upon a bank of violets, stealing and giving odor. Enough! No more. 'Tis not so sweet now as it was before. O spirit of love, how quick and fresh art thou, that notwithstanding thy capacity receiveth as the sea. Not enters there of what validity and pitch soe'er, but falls into abatement and low price even in a minute. So full of shapes is fancy that it alone is high fantastic.
Will you go hunt, my lord?
What curio?
The heart.
Why, so I do, the noblest that I have. Oh, when mine eyes did see Olivia first, methought she purged the air of pestilence. That instant was I turned into the heart, and my desires like fell and cruel hounds ere since pursue me. How now? What news from her?
So please, my lord, I might not be admitted. But from her handmaid to return this answer. The element itself, till 7 years' heat, shall not behold her face at ample view. But like a cloistress you will veil to walk, and water once a day her chamber round with eye offending brine. All this the season of brother's dead love, which you keep fresh and lasting in her sad remembrance.
Oh, she that hath the heart of that fine frame, to pay this debt of love, the true brother. How will she love when the rich golden shaft hath killed the flock of all affections else that live in her? When liver, brain, and heart, these sovereign thrones, are all supplied and filled her sweet perfections with one self-king. Away before me to sweet beds of flowers. Love thoughts lie rich when canopied with bowers.
What country, friend, is this?
This is Illyria, lady.
And what should I do in Illyria? My brother, he is in Elysium. Perchance he is not drowned.
It is perchance that you yourself were saved.
Oh, my poor brother. And so perchance may he be.
True, madam, and to comfort you with chance, assure yourself that after our ship did split, and you and those poor numbers saved with you hung on our driving boat, I saw your brother, most provident in peril bind himself, courage and hope both teaching him the practice, to a strong mast that lived upon the sea, where, like Arion upon the dolphin's back, I saw him make acquaintance with the waves, so long as I could see.
For saying so there's gold. My own escape unfolded to my hope, whereto thy speech serves for authority the like of him. Knowest thou this country?
Aye, madam, well, for I was bred and born not 3 hours' travel from this very place.
Who governs here?
A noble duke, in nature as in name,
What is his name?
Orsino.
Orsino. I've heard my father name him. He was a bachelor then.
And so is now, or was so very late. For but a month ago I went from hence, and then 'twas fresh in murmur that he did seek the love of fair Olivia,
What's she?
a virtuous maid, the daughter of a count that died some 12 months since, leaving her in the protection of his son, her brother, who shortly also died, for whose dear love, they say, she had abjured the sight and company of man.
Oh, that I served that lady, and might not be delivered to the world till I had made mine own occasion mellow when my state is.
That were hard to compass, because she will admit no kind of suit. No, not the Duke's.
There is a fair behavior in thee, captain, and though that nature with the beauteous wall doth oft close in pollution, yet, of thee, I will believe thou hast a mind that suits with this thy fair and outward character. I prithee, and I'll pay thee bounteously, conceal me where I am and be my aid, for such disguise as haply shall become the form of my intent. I'll serve this Duke. Thou shalt present me as a eunuch to him. It may be very worth thy pains, for I can sing and speak to him in many sorts of music that will allow him very worth his service. What else may hap? To time I will commit. Only shake thou thy silence to my wit.
Be you his eunuch, and your muse I'll be. When my tongue blabs, then let mine eyes not see.
I thank thee. Lead me on.
what a plague means my niece to take the death of her brother thus? I'm sure care's an enemy to life.
By my troth, Sir Toby, you must come in earlier at nights. Your cousin, my lady, takes great exception to your ill hours.
Why, let her accept before accepted.
Aye, but you must confine yourself within the modest limits of order.
Confine? I'll confine myself no finer than I am. These clothes are good enough to drink in, and so be these boots too. And if they be not, let them hang themselves in their own straps.
That quaffing and drinking will undo you. I heard my lady talk of it yesterday, and of a foolish knight you brought in one night to be her wooer.
Who? Sir Andrew, she?
He.
Why, he's as tall a man as any's in Illyria.
What's that to the purpose?
Why, he has 3,000 ducats a year.
Aye, but he'll have but a year in all these ducats. He's a very fool and prodigal.
Fie that you'll say so. He plays on the viol de gamboy and speaks 3 or 4 languages, word for word, without book.
Aye, he is a great quarreler, and but that he hath the gift of a coward to allay the gust he hath in quarreling, 'tis thought among the prudent he would quickly have the gift of a grave.
By this hand, they are scoundrels and substractors that say so of him. Who are they?
They that add, moreover, he is drunk nightly in your company.
With drinking healths to my niece, I'll drink to her as long as there's passage in my throat and drink in Illyria. He's a coward and a cloister who will not drink to my niece. What, wench? Shh! Castiliano Volgo, for here comes Sir Andrew Eggyface.
And now, Sir Toby Bell.
Oh, sweet Sir Andrew!
Oh, bless you, fair shrew.
And you too, sir.
Accost, Sir Andrew, accost!
What's that?
My niece's chambermaid.
My name's Mary, sir.
Good Mistress Mary, a cause.
Oh, you mistake, knight. Accost is front her, board her, woo her, assail her.
By my troth, I would not undertake her in this company. Is that the meaning of a cause?
Fare you well, gentlemen.
And thou let part so, Sir Andrew, wouldst thou might never draw sword again.
And you part so, mistress, I would I might never draw sword again. Fair lady, do you think you have fools in hand?
Sir, I have not you by the hand.
Marry, but you shall have, and here's my hand.
Now, sir, thought is free, but I pray you, bring your hand to the buttery bar and let drink.
Wherefore, sweetheart? What's your metaphor?
It's dry, sir.
I think so. I'm not such an ass, but I can keep my hand dry. But what's your jest?
A dry jest, sir.
Are you full of them?
Aye, sir, I have them in my fingers' ends. Mary, now, I let go your hand. I am barren.
Oh, knight, thou lackest a cup of canary. Come, when did I see thee so put down?
Never in your life, I think. Unless you see canary put me down. Methinks sometimes I have no more wit than a Christian or an ordinary man has. But I'm a great eater of beef, and I think that does harm to my wit.
No question.
Oh, and I thought that. I'd forswear it. Go all home tomorrow, Sir Toby.
Pourquoi, my dear knight?
What is pourquoi? Do or not do? I would I had bestowed that time in the tongues that I have in fencing, dancing, and bear baiting. Oh, had I but followed the arts.
Then hast thou had an excellent head of hair.
Why would that have mended my hair?
Past question. Well, thou seest it will not curl by nature.
But it becomes me well enough, does not?
Excellent. It hangs like flax on a distaff. And I hope to see a housewife take thee between her legs and spin it off.
Faith, I'll home tomorrow, Sir Toby. Her niece, the Lady Olivia, will not be seen. Or if she be, it's 4 to 1 she'll none of me. The Count himself here hard by woos her.
She'll none of the Count. I've heard her swear it. Tut, there's life in it, man.
I'll stay a month longer.
Ah!
I'm a fellow of the strangest mind in the world. I delight in masks and revels, sometimes all together.
Art thou good at these kickshaws this night?
As any man in Illyria, whatsoever he be, under the degree of my betters, and yet I will not compare with an old man.
What is thy excellence at a gabion, knight?
Faith, I can cut a caper.
And I can cut the muzzin to it.
And I think I have the back trick simply as strong as any man in Illyria.
Well, wherefore are these things hid? Wherefore have these gifts a curtain before them? Why dost thou thou not go to church in a galleon and come home in a caranto? Is this a world to hide virtues in? I did think by the excellent constitution of thy legs was formed under the star of a galleon.
Aye, 'tis strong, and it does it different well in a dun-colored sock. Shall we set about some revels?
Well, what shall we do else? Were we not born under Taurus?
Taurus, that's sides and hearts.
No, sir, it is legs and thighs. Come, let me see the cable. Ha! Come on, higher! Excellent! Come, right! Turn it down!
If the Duke continue these favors towards you, Cesario, you are like to be much advanced. He has known you but 3 days, and already you are no stranger.
You either fear his humor or my negligence that you call into question the continuance of his love. Is he inconstant, sir, in his favors?
No, believe me.
I thank you.
Who saw Cesario?
On your attendance, my lord, here.
Stand you a while aloof. Cesario, thou knowest no less than all. I have unclasped to thee the book even of my secret soul. Therefore, good youth, address thy gate unto her. Be not denied access. Stand at her doors and tell them there thy fixed foot shall grow till thou have audience.
Sure, my noble lord, if she be so abandoned to her sorrows as it is spoke, she never will admit me.
Be clamorous. Leave all civil bounds rather than make an unprofited return.
Say I do speak with her, my lord, what then?
Oh, then unfold the passion of my love. Surprise her with the discourse of my dear fate. It shall become thee well to act my woes. She will attend it better in thy youth than in a messenger of more grave aspect.
I think not so, my lord.
Dear lad, believe it, for they shall yet belie thy happy ears that say thou art a man. Diana's lip is not more smooth and rubious. Thy small pipe is as the maiden's organ, shrill and sound, and all is semblative o woman's part. I know thy constellation is right apt for this affair. Some 4 or 5 of you attend him, all if you will, for I myself am best when least in company. Prosper well in this, and thou shalt live as freely as thy lord. Call his fortune thine.
I'll do my best to woo your lady. Yet a marvel strife, where I woo, myself would be his wife.
Bestie!
Nay, either tell me without my spin, or I will not open my lips so wide that a bristle may enter in way of thy excuse. My lady will hang me for thy absence.
Let her hang me. He that is well hanged in this world needs to fear no colors.
Make that good.
He shall see none to fear.
A good Lenten answer. I know where that saying was born, of I fear no color.
Where, good Mistress Mary?
In the wars. And that made you be bold to say in your foolery.
Well, God give them wisdom that have it, and those that are fools, let them use their talents.
Yet you will be hanged for being so long absent. Or to be turned away. Is that not as good as a hanging to you?
Many a good hanging prevents a bad marriage. And for turning away, let summer bear it out.
You are resolute then.
Not so neither, but I am resolved on 2 points.
That if one break, the other will hold. That if they both break, your gaskins fall.
Apt, in good faith, very apt. If Sir Toby will leave drinking, thou art as witty a piece of Eve's flesh as any in Illyria.
Peace! You rogue no more of that! Here comes my lady. Make your excuse wisely, you were best.
Wit, and it be thy will, put me into good fooling. Those wits that think they have thee do very oft prove fools, and I, that am sure I lack thee, may pass for a wise man. For what says Quinopolis? Better a witty fool than a foolish wit.
God bless thee, lady.
Take the fool away.
Do you not hear, fellow? Take away the lady.
Go to. You're a dry fool, I'll no more of you. Besides, you grow dishonest.
Trots, Madonna, that drink and good counsel will amend.
Forgive the dry fool drink, then is the fool not dry. Bid the dishonest man mend himself, if he mend. He is no longer dishonest. Anything that is mended is but patched. Virtue that transgresses is but patched with
good Madonna, give me leave to prove you a fool.
Can you do it?
Dexterously, good Madonna.
Make your proof.
I must catechize you for it, Madonna. Good my mouse of virtue, answer me.
Well, sir, for want of other idleness, I'll bide your proof.
Good Madonna, why mourn'st thou?
Good fool, for my brother's death.
I think his soul is in hell, Madonna.
I know his soul is in heaven, fool.
The more fool, Madonna, to mourn for your brother's soul being in heaven.
Take away the fool. What think you of this fool, Malvolio? Doth he not mend?
Yes, and shall do till the pangs of death shake him. Infirmity that decays the wise doth ever make the better.
God send you, sir, a speedy infirmity for the better increasing of your folly. Sir Toby will be sworn that I am no fox, but he will not pass his word for tuppence that you are no fool.
How say you to that, Malvolio?
I marvel your ladyship takes delight in such a barren rascal. I saw him put down the other day with an ordinary fool that has no more brain than a stone. Look you now, he's out and is gone already. Unless you laugh and minister occasion to him, he is gagged. I protest these wise men that crow so at these set kind of fools, no better than the fool Zanies.
Oh, you are sick of self-love, Malvolio, and taste with a distempered appetite. To be generous, guiltless, and of free disposition is to take those things for birdbolts that you deem cannon bullets. There is no slander in an allowed fool, though he do nothing but rail, nor no railing in a known discreet man, though he do nothing but reprove.
Now Mercury bless thee with lying, for thou speakest well of fools. Madam, there is at the gate a young gentleman who much desires to speak with you.
From the Count Orsino, is it?
I know not, madam. 'Tis a fair young man and well attended.
Who of my people holds him in delay?
Sir Toby, madam, your kinsman.
Fetch him off, I pray you. He speaks nothing but madmen. Fie on him. Go you, Malvolio. If it be a suit from the Count, I am sick, or not at home. What you will to dismiss it. Now, you see, sir, how your fooling grows old, and people dislike it.
Thou hast spoke for us, Madonna, as if thy eldest son should be a fool, who scolds and crammed with brains. For here he comes. One of thy kinsmen has a most weak pium honor.
By mine honor, half drunk. What is he at the gate, cousin?
A gentleman.
A gentleman? What gentleman?
'Tis a gentleman here. Oh, a plague of these pickled herrings. How now, son?
Good Sir Toby!
Cousin, how have you come so early by this lethargy?
Oh, lechery. I defy lechery. There's one at the gate.
Aye, marry, what is he?
Let him be the devil, and he will. I care not. Give me faith, say I. Well, it's all one.
What's a drunken man like?
Like a fool, a madman, and a drowned man. One draught makes him a fool, the second madsen, and the third drowns him.
Go thou and seek the coroner for my cuz. He's in the third degree of drink. He's drowned.
Oh, he is but mad yet, and the fool will look to the madman.
Madam, yon young fellow swears he will speak with you. I told him you were sick. He takes on him to understand so much and therefore comes to speak with you. I told him you were asleep. He seems to have a foreknowledge of that too, and therefore comes to speak with you. What is to be said to it, lady? He's fortified against any denial.
Tell him he shall not speak with me.
Has been told so, and he says he'll stand at your door like a sheriff's post and be the supporter to a bench, but he will speak with you.
What kind of man is he?
Wild mankind.
Of what manner of man?
A very ill manner. He'll speak with you, will you or no?
Of what personage and years is he?
Not yet old enough for a man, nor young enough for a boy. As a squash is before 'tis a pease cod, or a codling when 'tis almost an apple. It is with him in standing water between boy and man. He is very well favored, and he speaks very shrewishly. think his mother's milk was scarce out of him.
Let him approach. Call him my gentlewoman.
Gentlewoman, my lady calls.
Give me my veil. Come throw it o'er my face. We'll once more hear Orsino's embassy. The honorable lady of the house, which is she? Speak to me, I shall answer for her. Your will, most radiant, exquisite, and unmatchable beauty. I pray you tell me if this be the lady of the house, for I never saw her. I would be loath to cast away my speech, for besides that it is excellently well penned, I have taken great pains to learn it. Good beauties let me sustain no scorn. I am very comfortable even to the least sinister usage. Whence came you, sir? I can say little more than I have studied, and that question's out of my part. Good gentleman, with me modest assurance if you be the lady of the house, that I may proceed with my speech. Are you a comedian? No, my profound heart. And yet by the very fangs of malice I swear I am not that I play. Are you the lady of the house? If I do not usurp myself, I am. Most certain. If you are she, you do usurp yourself. For what's yours to bestow is not yours to reserve. But this is from my commission. I will on with my speech in your praise, then show you the heart of my message. Come to what is important in it. I forgive you the praise. Alas, I took great pains to learn it. It is poetical. It is more the like to be feigned. I pray you keep it in. I heard you were saucy at my gates, and allowed your approach rather to wonder at you than to hear you. If you be mad, be gone. If you have reason, be brief. 'Tis not that time of mood with me to make one in so skipping a dialogue.
Will you hoist sail, sir? Here lies your way.
No, good swabber, and hull here a little longer. Some mollification for your giant, sweet lady. Sure you have some hideous matter to deliver when the courtesy of it was so fearful. Speak your office. It alone concerns your ear. I bring no overture of war, no taxation of homage. I hold the olive in my hand. My words are as full of peace as matter. Yet you began rudely. What are you? What would you? The rudeness that hath appeared in me have I learned from my entertainment. What I am and what I would are as secret as maidenhead. To your ears, divinity. To any others, profanation. Give us the place alone. We will hear this divinity. Now, sir, what is your text? Most sweet lady. A comfortable doctrine, and much may be said of it. Where lies your text? In Orsino's bosom. His bosom? In what chapter of his bosom? Answered by the method, in the first of his heart. Oh, I have read it. It is heresy. Have you no more to say? Good madam, let me see your face. Have you any commission from your lord to negotiate with my face? You are now out of your text. But we will draw the curtain and show you the picture. Look you, sir, such a one I was this present. Is not well done? Excellently done, if God did all. 'Tis in grain, sir, 'twill endure wind and weather. 'Tis beauty truly blent, whose red and white nature's own sweet and cunning hand played on. Lady, you are the cruelest she alive, if you will lead these graces to the grave and leave the world no copy. Oh, sir, I will not be so hard-hearted. I will give out divers schedules of my beauty. It shall be inventory, every particle and utensil labeled to my will, as item, 2 lips in different red, item, 2 gray eyes with lids to them, item, 1 neck, 1 chin, and so forth. For you sent hither to appraise me. I see you what you are. You are too proud. But if you were the devil, you are fair. My lord and master loves you. Oh, such love could be but recompensed, though you were crowned with the non pare of beauty. How does he love me? With adorations, fertile tears, with groans that thunder love, with sighs of fire. voice is well divulged, free, learned, and valued. And is mentioned in the shape of nature, a gracious person, but yet I cannot love him. He might have took his answer long ago.
If I did love you in my master's flame, with such a suffering, such a deadly life, in your denial I would find no sense. I would not understand it.
Why, what would you?
Make me a willow cabin at your gate, and call upon my soul within the house. Write loyal canons of pretended love, and sing them loud even in the dead of night. Hollow your name to the reverberant hills, and make the babbling gossip of the air cry out, Olivia! Oh, you shall not rest between the elements of air and earth, but you should pity me.
You might do much. What is your parentage?
Above my fortunes, yet my state is well. I am a gentleman.
Get me to your lord. I cannot love him. Let him send no more. Unless, perchance, you come to me again to tell me how he takes it. Fare you well. I thank you for your pains. Spend this for me.
I am no feed post lady. Keep your purse. My master, not myself, lacks recompense. Love make his heart a flint that you shall love, and let your fervor, like my master's, be placed in contempt. Farewell, fair cruelty.
What is your parentage? Above my fortunes, yet my state is well. I'm a gentleman. I'll be sworn thou art. Thy tongue, thy face, thy limbs, actions, and spirit do give thee fivefold blazon. Not too fast. Soft, soft. How now? Even so quickly may one catch the plague? Oh, methinks I feel this youth's perfections with an invisible and subtle stealth to creep in at mine eyes. Well, let it be. But hold, Malvolio!
Here, madam, at your service.
Run after that same peevish messenger, Orsino's man. He left this ring behind him, would I or not. Tell him I'll none of it. Desire him not to flatter with his lord, nor hold him up with hopes. I am not for him. If that the youth will come this way tomorrow, I'll give him reason for it. Hie thee, Malvolio.
Madam, I will.
I know not what, and fear to find mine eye too great a flatterer for my mind. Fate, show thy force. Ourselves we do not owe. What is decreed must be, and be this so.
Will you stay no longer? Nor will you not that I go with you?
By your patience, no. My stars shine darkly over me. The malignancy of my fate might perhaps distemper yours. Therefore I shall crave of you your leave that I may bear my evils alone. It were bad recompense for your love to lay any of them on you.
Well, let me yet know if you whither you are bound.
No! Sooth, sir. My determinate voyage is mere extravagancy. But I perceive in you so excellent a touch of modesty that you will not extort from me what I am willing to keep in. Therefore it charges me in manners the rather to express myself. You must know of me then, Antonio. My name is Sebastian, which I called Rodrigo. My father was that Sebastian of Mesili, which I know you have heard of. He left behind him myself and a sister, both born in an hour. If the heavens had been pleased, would we had so ended, but you, sir, altered that. For some hour before you took me from the breach of the sea was my sister drowned.
Alas, the day.
A lady, sir. Though it was said she much resembled me, was yet of many accounted beautiful. But though I could not with such estimable wonder overfar believe that, yet thus far I will boldly publish her. She bore a mind that envy could not recall fair. She is drowned already, sir, with salt water, though I seem to drown her remembrance again with more.
Pardon me, sir.
your bad entertainment.
Oh, good, Antonio. Forgive me your trouble.
If you will not murder me for my love, let me be your servant.
If you will not undo what you have done, that is, kill him whom you've recovered, desire it not. Very well at once. My bosom is so full of kindness, and I am yet so near the manners of my mother that upon the least occasion more mine eyes will tell tales of me. I'm bound to Count Orsino's court. Farewell.
The gentleness of all the gods go with thee. I have many enemies in Orsino's court, else I will very shortly see thee there. But come what may, I do adore thee so that danger shall seem sport, and I will go.
Were not you even now with the Countess Olivia?
Even now, sir, on a moderate pace I have since arrived but hither.
She returns this ring to you, sir. You might have saved me my pains to have taken it away yourself. She adds, moreover, that you should put your lord into a desperate assurance she will none of him. And one thing more, that you be never so hardy to come again in his affairs, unless it be to report your lord's taking of this. Receive it so.
She took the ring of me, I'll none of it.
Come, sir, you peevishly threw it to her, and her will is it should be so returned. If it be worth stooping for, there it lies, in your eye. If not, be it his that finds it.
I left no ring with her. What means this lady? Fortune forbid my outside have not charmed her. She made good view of me. Indeed, so much methought her eyes had lost her tongue, for she did speak in starts distractedly. She loves me! The cunning of her passion invites me in this churlish messenger. None of my lord's ring. Why, he sent her none. I am the man. If it be so, as 'tis, poor lady, she were better than the dream. Disguise! I see thou art a wickedness wherein thy pregnant enemy does much. How easy is it for the proper false in women's waxen hearts to set their forms? Alas, our frailty is the cause, not we. For such as we are made of, such we be. How will this badge? My master loves her dearly, and I, poor monster, fawn as much on him, and she, mistaken, seems to dote on me. What will become of this? As I am man, my state is desperate for my master's love. As I am woman, now alas the day, what thriftless sigh shall poor Olivia breathe? Ah, time, thou must untangle this, not I. It is too hard a knot for me to untie.
Approach, Sir Andrew! Not to be abed by midnight is to be up early. Die culo surgere. Thou knowest.
Nay, by my troth, I know not. But I know to be up late is to be up late.
A false conclusion. I hate it as an unfilled can. Marion, I say, a scoop of wine!
Here comes the fool if they.
How now, Hans? Did you never see the picture of we three?
Welcome, ass.
In sooth, thou wast in very gracious fooling last night, when thou spokest of Pigrogrammatus of the Bapians, passing the equinoctial of Cubus. 'Twas very good, in faith. I sent thee sixpence, hadst it?
I did in petticoats thy fertility, for Malvolio's nose is no whipstock. My lady hath a white hand, and the myrmidons are no bottle ale houses.
Excellent. Why, this is the best fooling. Now a song.
Oh, come, there's sixpence, let's have a song.
There's a testal of me, too.
Shall we have a love song or a song of good life?
Oh, a love song, a love song.
Aye, I care not for good life.
To hear by the nose is dulcet in contagion. But shall we make the welkin dance indeed? Shall we rouse the night owl and the catch? Shall we do that?
And you love me, let's do it. I am dog and catch.
And some dogs will catch well.
Most certainly. Let our catch be thou knave.
Hold thy peace, thou knave knight. I shall be constrained in it to call thee knave knight.
'Tis not the first time I've constrained one to call me knave. Begin, fool. It begins, hold thy peace.
I shall never begin if I hold my peace.
Good and knave. Come, begin. Hold thy peace, thou knave.
Hold thy peace, thou knave. Hold thy peace, thou knave. Hold thy peace.
What a caterwauling do you keep here? If my lady had not called up her steward Malvolio and bid him turn you out of doors, never trust me.
My ladies are conveyed. We are politicians. Malvolio's a pegaramsey, and three merry men Am I not consanguineous? Am I not of her blood? Tea, valley lady! On the 12th day of December, thy true love gave to me a partridge in a pear tree. On the 11th.
My masters, are you mad? Or what are you? Have you no wit, manners, nor honesty, but to gabble like tinkers at this time of night? Do you make an alehouse of my lady's house that you squeak out your cobbler's catches without any mitigation or remorse of voice? Is there no respect of place, persons, nor time in you?
Ah, we did keep time, sir, in our catch. Stack up.
Sir Toby, I must be round with you. Though she harbors you as her kinsman, my lady is nothing allied to your disorders. If you can separate yourself in your misdemeanors, you are welcome to the house. If not, as it would please you to take leave of her, she is very willing to bid you farewell.
Farewell, dear heart, since I must needs be gone.
Nay, good Sir Toby, his eyes to show, his days are almost done.
Is it even so?
But I will never die.
Sir Toby, there you lie.
This is much credit to you.
Shall I bid him go?
What and if you do?
Shall I bid him go and spare not?
No.
Out of tune, sir. You lie. Ought any more than a steward? Dost thou think because thou art virtuous, there shall be no more cakes and ale? Go, sir, rub your chain with crumbs. A stupid wine bride.
Mistress Mary, if you valued my lady's favor at anything above contempt, you would not give means to this uncivil duel. She shall know of it by this hand.
Go shake your ears.
For a good deed to challenge him in the field.
Do it, knight. I'll write thee a challenge, or I'll deliver thy indignation to him by word of mouth.
Nay, good Sir Toby, be patient for tonight. For the youth of the Count was today with my lady, and she is much out of quiet. As for Monsieur Malvolio, let me alone with him. If I do not gull him into a knave or to make a common recreation out of him, do not think I have wit enough to lie straight in my bed. I know I can do it.
Possess us, possess us.
Marry, sir, he is a kind of Puritan.
No, if I thought that, I'd beat him like a dog.
What, for being a Puritan? Thy exquisite reason, dear knight.
I have no exquisite reason for it, but I have reason good enough.
The devil Puritan he is, a time pleaser and a perfectioned ass, the best persuaded of himself, so crammed as he thinks with excellencies, that it is on his grounds of faith that all who look on him love him. And on that vice in him my revenge will find notable cause to work.
What wilt thou do?
I will drop in his way some obscure epistles of love, wherein by the color of his beard, the shape of his leg, the manner of his gait, the expression of his eye, forehead, and complexion, he will find himself most feelingly personated. I can write very like my lady, your niece. On a forgotten matter, we can barely tell distinction of our hands.
Excellent! I smell a device.
I have it in my nose, too.
He shall by the letters that thou wilt drop, that they come from my niece, and that she's in love with him.
My purpose is indeed a horse of that color.
And your horse now would make him an ass.
Ass I doubt not. Sports royal I warn to you. I know my physic will work with him. I will plant you where he shall find the letter. Observe his construction of it. For this night, to bed, and dream on the event.
Oh, good night, Penthesilea.
Farewell.
Before me, she is a good wench.
Aye, she's a beagle, true bred, and one that adores me. What of that?
I was adored once, too.
Come, let's to bed, knight. Oh, thou hadst been sent for more money.
If I cannot recover your niece, I am a foul way out.
Send for more money, knight. If thou hast her not at the end, call me cut.
And I do not. Never trust me. Take it how you will.
Come, we'll go burn some sack. 'Tis too late to go to bed now, Edward. Come, knight. Come, knight.
Give me some music. We borrow friends. Now, good Cesario, what that piece of song, that old and ancient song we had last night, methought it did relieve my passion much, more so than light airs and recollected terms of these most brisk and giddy-paced times. Come but one for her.
He is not here, so please your lordship that should see it.
Who was it?
Festi the jester, my lord. A fool that Lady Olivia's father took much delight in. He is about the house.
Seek him out, and play the tune the while. Come hither, boy. If ever thou shalt love, in the sweet pangs of it remember me. For such as I am, all true lovers are, unstayed and skittish in all motions else, save in the constant image of the creature that is beloved. How dost thou like this tune?
Gives a very echo to the seat where love is throned.
Thou dost speak masterly. My life upon it, young though thou art, thine eye hath stayed upon some favor that it love, hath it not, boy?
A little by your favor.
What kind of woman is it?
Of your complexion.
She is not worth thee then. What years, the fate?
About your years, my lord.
Oh, too old, my heaven! But still the woman taken elder than herself. So wears she to him, so sways she level in her husband's heart. For boy, however we do praise ourselves, our fancies are more giddy and unfirm, more longing, wavering, sooner lost and worn than women's are.
I think it well, my lord.
Let thy love be younger than thyself, for thy affection cannot hold the bent. For women are as roses, whose fair flower being once displayed doth fall that very hour.
And so they are. Alas, that they are so. To die in when they to perfection grow.
The song we had last night. Mark it, Cesario, it is old and plain. The spinsters and the knitters and the free maids that weave their bones with thread do use to chant it. It is silly soup and dallies with the innocence of love like the old age.
Are you ready, sir?
Hi, pretty, sing.
Come away. Come away, dear. And sad cypress, let me be Fly away. Fly away, I am slain by a fair cruel my shroud white stuck my heart, no one not a flower, not a flower sweet. On my black coffin, let there be strong. Not a friend, not a friend greets my poor corpse, where my bones shall be thrown. Thousand sighs to say, lay me low, where sad true lover never
There's for thy pain.
No pain, sir. I take pleasure in singing, sir.
I'll pay thy pleasure then.
Truly, sir, and pleasure will be paid one time or another.
Now give me leave to leave thee.
Now the melancholy god protect thee, and the tailor make thy doublet of changeable taffeta, for thy mind is a very opal. I would have men of such constancy put to sea that their business might be everything, and their intent everywhere. That's it that makes a good voyage of nothing. Farewell.
Let all the rest give place. Once more, Cesario. Get thee to yon same sovereign cruelty. Tell her my love, more noble than the world prizes not quantity of dirty lands. The parts that fortune hath bestowed upon her, tell her I hold as giddily as fortune. But 'tis that miracle and queen of gems that nature pranks her in attracts my soul.
But if she cannot love you, sir,
I cannot be so answered.
sooth, but you must say that some lady, as perhaps there is, hath for your love as great a pang of heart as you have for Olivia. You cannot love her. You tell her so. Must she not then be answered?
There is no woman's sighs can bide the beating of so strong a passion as love doth give my heart. No woman's heart so big to hold so much, they lack retention. Alas, their love may be called appetite, no motion of the liver, but the palate. that suffers surfeit, cloyment, and revolt. But mine is all as hungry as the sea, and can digest as much. Make no compare between that love a woman can bear me, and that I owe Olivia.
Aye, but I know.
What dost thou know?
Too well what love women to men may owe. In faith they are as true of heart as we. My father had a daughter loved a man, as it might be, perhaps. Were I a woman, I should win lordship.
And what's her history?
A blank, my lord. She never told her love, but let concealment, like a worm in the bud, feed on her damask cheek. She pined and thought, and with a green and yellow melancholy she sat like patience on a monument, smiling at grief. Was not this love indeed? We men may say more, swear more, but indeed our shows are more than will, for still we prove much in our vows and little in our love.
Died thy sister of her love, my boy?
I am all the daughters of my father's house, and all the brothers too. And yet, I know not. So shall I to this lady?
Aye, that's the theme. To her in haste, give her this jewel, tell her my love can hold no place. Bide no delay.
Come my way, Signor Pippin.
Nay, I'll come, but you will scruple of this sport, and we be boiled to death with melancholy.
Wouldst thou not be glad to have the niggardly, rascally sheep-biter come by some notable shame?
I would exalt, man. You know, he brought me out a favor of my lady about a bear basin here.
To anger him, we'll have the bear again, and we will fool him black and blue. Shall we not surrender?
And we do not lose pity of our lives.
Here comes the little villain. How now, my metal of India?
Get you all three into the box tree. While he was coming down this walk, he has been yonder in the sun, practicing behavior to his own shadow this half hour. Observe him. For the love of mockery, I know this letter will make a contemplative idiot of him. Close. In the name of justice. Lie out there, for here comes the trout that must be caught with tickling.
Tis but fortune. All is fortune. Maria once told me she did affect me, and I have heard herself come thus near that should she fancy, it should be one of my complexion. Besides, she uses me with a more exalted respect than anyone else that follows her. What should I think of it?
Here's an overweening rogue.
Oh, peace! Contemplation makes a rare turkey cock out of jet setters and dance balloons.
Slight, I could so beat the road.
Peace, I say. Shh.
To be Count Malvolio.
Rogue!
Pistol him, pistol him.
Peace! Peace, I say. Shh.
There is example for it. The lady of the stray key married the yeoman of the wardrobe.
I on him, Jezebel.
Oh, peace! Now he's deeply in. Look how imagination blows him.
Having been 3 months married to her, sitting in my state,
Oh, for a stone to hit him in the eye.
calling my officers about me in my branch velvet gown, having come from a daybed where I've left Olivia sleeping,
Fire and brimstone! Peace!
and then to have the humor of state, and after a demure travel of regard, telling them I know my place, as I would they should do theirs, to ask for my kinsman, Toby.
Peace, peace, peace!
7 of my people with an obedient start make out for him. I frown the while and perchance wind up my watch or play with some rich jewel. Toby approaches, curtsies there to me.
Shall this fellow live?
There was silence between the horses and peace.
I extend my hand to him thus. quenching my familiar smile with an austere regard of control.
And does not Toby take you a blow in the lips then?
Saying, cousin Toby, my fortunes having cast me on your knees, give me this prerogative speech.
What?
You must amend your drunkenness!
Be patient, so we put the sinews of our plot.
Besides, you waste the treasure of your time with foolish night.
That's me, I warned you.
Sir Andrew.
I knew 'twas I permitted you call me fool.
What employment have we here?
Now is the woodcock near the gin.
Oh, peace, and the spirit of humor's intimate reading aloud to him.
By my life, this is my lady's hand. These be her very C's, her U's, and her T's. And thus makes she her great P's. It is in contempt to question her hand.
Her C's, her U's, and her T's, why that?
To the unknown beloved, this and my good wishes. Her very phrases. By your leave, wax. Soft, and the impressure will increase with which she uses the seal. 'Tis my lady. To whom should this be?
This wins him liver and all.
Jove knows I love, but who? Lips do not move. No man must know. No man must know. What follows? The numbers alter. No man must know. If this should be the Malvolio,
Oh, Mary Hangry.
I may command where I adore, but silence, like a Lucrece knight with bloodless strokes my heart doth gore. M-O-A-I doth sway my life. A Fustian riddle.
Oh, excellent wench, say I.
Mo-I doth sway my life. Nay, but first let me see.
What dish of poison has she dressed him?
I may command where I adore. Well, why, she may command me. I serve her. She is my lady. This is evident to any formal capacity. There's no obstruction in this. At the end, what should that alphabetical position portend? If I could make that resemble something in me. Softly. M-O-A-I.
Oh, I make up that.
Malvolio! Why, that begins my name. But there is no consonancy in the sequel. It suffers under probation. A should follow, but O does.
And O shall end, I hope.
I'll cudgel him and make him cry, oh.
And then I comes behind.
Aye, if you had any eye behind you, you might see more.
M-O-A-I. This simulation is not as the former. And yet, to crush this a little, it would bow to me, for every one of these letters are in my name. Saul, here follows prose. If this fall into thy hand, revolve. In my stars I am above thee, but be not afraid of greatness. Some are born great, some achieve greatness, and some have greatness thrust upon them. Thy fates open their hands, let thy blood and spirit embrace them. And, to inure thyself to what thou art like to be, cast thy humble self, and appear fresh. Be opposite with a kinsman, surly with servants. Let thy tongue tang arguments of state. Put thyself into the trick of singularity. She thus advises thee that sighs for thee. Remember who commended thy yellow stockings, and wished to see thee ever cross-gartered? say, remember, go to, thou art made if thou desirest to be. If not, let me see thee a steward still, the fellow of servants, and not worthy to touch fortune's fingers. Farewell, she that would alter services with thee, the fortunate unhappy. Daylight and champion, discover not more. This is open. I will be proud. I will read politic authors. I will baffle Sir Toby. I will wash off gross acquaintance. I will be point device the very man. I do not now fool myself to let imagination jade me, for every evidence excites to this, that my lady loves me. She did commend my yellow stockings of late. She did praise my leg being cross-gartered. And in this manifests herself to my love, and with a kind of injunction drives me to these habits of her liking. I thank my stars, I am happy. I will be strange, stout in yellow stockings, even with the swiftness of putting on. Jove and my stars be thanked! Here is yet a postscript. Thou canst not choose but know who I am. If thou entertainst my love, let it appear in thy smile. Thy smiles become thee well. Therefore, in my presence still smile, dear my sweet, I prithee. Jove, I thank thee, I will smile, I will do everything thou wilt have me.
I will not give my part of this one for a pension of thousands to be paid by the Sultan of Persia.
I could marry this wench device.
Oh, so could I too!
And ask no other dowry with her, but such another jest.
Nor I neither!
Here comes my noble gold catcher.
Wilt thou set thy foot on my neck?
Or on mine either!
Why, thou hast put him in such a dream that when the image of it leaves him, he must run mad.
Nay, but say true does it work upon him.
Like aqua vitae with a midwife.
And you will then see the fruits of the sport, mark his first approach before my lady. He will come to her in yellow stockings, and 'tis a color she abhors. And